Now my photo is in the envelope. Sending an unsealed envelope? Just thinking about it makes me sick.
I only have sweet thoughts for you, my lonely knight.
Precisely. Lonely. Unconventional, but effective use of the barbecue. Wax on. That'd be too absurd even for Thorn. Wax off. Good. The envelope is now sealed. Now I have to wait for the reply by fax. Maybe I should have taken the photo from the heart-shaped frame. Here's the smuggler's membership card.
Eddie and Son Courtesy Service. How can I help you?
Cut the power.
We're sorry. It's already been paid for the next month.
If you don't do it, I will drag your company through the mud, you disgusting leeches.
We're used to threats. That's how the free market works.
And if I just want to terminate the contract?
We can interrupt energy provision only if we have evidence you've made excessive use of the electric current. We're sorry.
I'm the one who's sorry.
But in exchange for such disservice, we at Eddie and Son will send you the exclusive bright spotlight. Perfect in its power and illumination, sent directly to your office. Immediate delivery.
Now I understand why you call yourselves Courtesy Service.
Detective Gallo, home delivery!
I must say, the service is quick. And precise. In the assembly kit, there were just 3 pieces, and no bolts. But there's a complimentary gummy ball. Why do the gadgets always have to be so useless? It won't work. Rule number 88 of Gallo. Don't use what you don't know how to use. In the box, there were only those things, and I don't know how to glue them. Here we are. It'll stay sticky for the rest of its life. Now the spotlight would stand on its own. First, I have to know where to connect the other end. Only by doing so can I direct the flow of electricity to the spotlight. That puddle could be a good conductor, but I have to connect it to the outlet as well. I'm not an electrical engineer, but I'm sure the 2 cables don't belong together. Better lock the door. This jolt has not gone unnoticed by the electric company. Here's the secret passphrase. The more mature the Kiwis are, the more I'm crazy about them. Now I really feel like a smuggler. It doesn't turn off. It's a continuous consumption model. It doesn't turn off. It's a Thorn. Now we'll have to convince the electric company to restore its full trust in us. In addition to the electric light.
Eddie and Son courtesy service. How can I help you?
I want my electricity back. Now.
The service will be restored immediately after the call. We remind you that we will stop it again if we will find evidence you are making excessive use of the electric current.
They've turned off the electricity again because the spotlight still works. It would be a wastage. Okay, it was a nice piece of technology.
Eddie and Son courtesy service. How can I help you?
I want my electricity back. Now.
The service will be restored immediately after the call. We remind you that we will stop it again if we will find evidence you are making excessive use of the electric current.
The more mature the Kiwis are, the more I'm crazy about them.
You did the right thing by showing your badge. Too many undercover cops are making our lives difficult.
What about the detectives?
Good for nothings. Just pretend to be asleep and you'll fool them like babies.
Do you recognize this shell casing?
Sure. Modestly speaking, I'm the only arms dealer in the city that sell that kind of bullet. I dream of becoming rich and leaving this filthy city forever. I used to be the king of the thieves. Now I'm the emperor of alternative arms trafficking.
Well, now I have everything I need to prosecute you.
Who are you?
I'm Detective Gallo. He is Thorn. And you are in a lot of trouble. Confess.
Phil Chloro is a vegetal slaver. He keeps his treasures locked in a prison.
So, you did not assassinate his plants?
They were already dead when I got in. And I was just about to save them. Free them from their oppressor.
With a Veg 68 bullet?
Very explosive gunshot. Made in 1968, if you please. Infallible in piercing armored metal boxes. If I'd have been able to break into his precious chest, Phil Chloro would have died of a broken heart. But the chest was made of ceramic.
So you came up empty-handed.
But then I noticed a strange stain on the floor.
A stain? Interesting clue. I'm always amazed by my unsuspected persuasive abilities. I made you sing like a little chick.
No ability at all, Detective Gallo. I'm just happy to please someone sentenced to death. This is not an ordinary weapon. It's a baobab-loaded gun.
I should pull out my gun, but I'm not sure that would be a good idea.
Just take another step and I'll put a bail bomb in your head.
You still want to rob the arm?
Good. If it's still stuck at the traffic light, maybe.
I'd like to, but
Bravo!
you still want...
If it's still stuck at the traffic light, maybe.
I'd like to.
Bravo!
You...
If it's still stuck at the traffic light, maybe.
Rule number 101 of Gallo. Don't shoot your mouth. Shoot bullets.
Please, don't do that. I still have some goods to smuggle. 2 loan sharks to pay and a boss to please.
Okay, get lost. Rule number 595 of Gallo. If it doesn't suit you, let it go. The membership card and the showcasing helped me to find a fanatic who wanted to shoot a baobab bullet through my head. But he wasn't the perpetrator I was looking for. And now I have a new lead. A stain in the mansion.
Yes?
I'm Gallo. I have important updates on the case.
So soon?
I understand you're surprised. My investigative skills surprise me too.
I don't know how to thank you for...
The taxi driver told me that there was a strange stain on the floor.
So he really broke into my mansion? That criminal?
Thief, but not murderer. Besides, you altered the crime scene. Where's the stain the taxi driver's talking about?
This one, maybe? It's always been here. It's an invigorating fertilizer. I often use this to strengthen my children.
It doesn't seem like it worked. I need to know if the fertilizer is the murder weapon. Luckily, I have me to encourage myself.